President Trump made a new rule on June 4, 2025. It stops international students from coming to Harvard. Yes, Harvard University. New students from abroad are now blocked. This is a very big and sudden announcement. It has caught many people by surprise, and the implications are already being widely discussed across the nation and internationally, highlighting the significant shift in policy this represents for higher education institutions. The rule also suggests more. Secretary of State Marco Rubio should consider revoking current visas. This means existing Harvard international students might have to leave. Imagine their surprise and worry as they navigate their studies. This is a very serious development, potentially upending lives and academic careers that were already in progress, creating a cloud of uncertainty over their continued stay. This is the first time a president has done this. Using presidential power directly against Harvard is new. It's a strong message from the government. It shows significant displeasure with the university's actions or policies, moving beyond previous indirect measures. This unprecedented step signals a new level of federal intervention in the affairs of specific academic institutions. Naturally, people are asking why. Why target Harvard students like this specifically? This decision creates chaos for students, both prospective and current. It also creates big problems for the university, affecting its global standing and research capabilities. Many are now watching this situation very closely, anticipating the broader effects on academic freedom and international collaboration in the United States. Why did President Trump do this truly astonishing thing? He said Harvard is not a good place now. Not for foreign students, he believes, which is quite a statement about one of the world's most famous universities. He stated their entry is detrimental to the interests of the United States. That's a very serious claim, and one that requires substantial evidence to back it up. His official words were strong and direct. Mr. Trump judged that Harvard's conduct has rendered it an unsuitable destination for people from other countries. Because of this, he feels these students harm America if they come to study there. This is the president's direct justification for this surprising action, placing the blame squarely on the institution's alleged behavior. This visa ban is part of a larger pattern, not just a random Tuesday decision. The government wants universities to change their ways, it seems. They want higher education to match Mr. Trump's agenda and political priorities. This initially focused on issues like anti-Semitism on campuses, but has since broadened to include a wider range of university operations and philosophies. The government is also targeting diversity programs more broadly. These are often called DEI or diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Support for transgender athletes is another issue that has come under the administration's critical spotlight. So the reasons for this new intense focus on universities are clearly multiplying, making things increasingly complicated for educational leaders across the country. Harvard University didn't just sit there and take it, which, frankly, would have been surprising. Oh no. They responded quickly and forcefully to this major announcement. They called President Trump's new rule illegal, a very strong word. This means they believe it breaks existing laws and constitutional principles. They are clearly ready to fight back with all their resources. Harvard also used the phrase "yet another illegal retaliatory step," which tells you a lot. This suggests they feel targeted and unfairly singled out by the administration. They think the government is deliberately and unlawfully punishing them for perceived disagreements. And this isn't the first time, in their view, that they've faced such pressure. This is a very serious accusation against the government. Before this direct visa block, there were other pressures and actions building up. Federal agencies had previously cut some of Harvard's funding. They also started investigations into various aspects of the university's operations. These actions often followed Mr. Trump's public criticisms and sometimes direct threats made on social media or in remarks to reporters. So there's a clear history here of escalating tension. So what will Harvard do now, faced with this dramatic escalation? They are almost certain to sue the administration. Harvard will challenge this decision in court, likely very soon. They will argue it's an abuse of presidential power and a violation of due process. This could lead to a major, high-stakes legal battle that will be watched around the world. What happens now? That's the big question on everyone's mind, isn't it? It's a very uncertain time, especially for the students directly affected. International students currently at Harvard, or those who plan to attend, must be incredibly worried and confused. Their education and future plans are suddenly at great risk due to this governmental action. Harvard is expected to go to court, probably sooner rather than later. They will likely argue that the president overstepped his legal authority with this proclamation. Or they might say the rule unfairly and discriminatorily targets them without proper justification. Legal experts are watching this closely, as it's a significant case with potentially far-reaching implications for executive power. This whole situation highlights a growing and rather worrying conflict. It's a conflict between the US government under President Trump and some of the nation's leading universities. The government appears to want more control and ideological alignment from these institutions. Universities, on the other hand, want to maintain their academic freedom and operational independence. This is a major flashpoint. This is a huge story with big consequences for many people. It affects students, Harvard as an institution, and America's image as a welcoming place for global talent. It shows a new, more aggressive government focus on higher education policies and practices. The courts will play a key role in deciding what happens next. The outcome will be very important for the future of education in the US.